Okay, Bigscreen Beyond has finalized the production of their audio strap, and they're currently producing the thousands that have been pre-ordered, and they'll start shipping in the near future. So it's good news for a lot of people who've been waiting very impatiently for this. So I thought I might cover some of the things that it is and it isn't, and let you know a little bit about what happened in my situation. I got the first one, the first head strap. As you may have seen the video about this earlier. I really liked this head strap. I was able to adjust it off my ears. I had caulk around here that I could use to adjust the angle so that the headphones would come down and not catch my ears and just land just outside my ears. It's very nice, and it has enough volume to run off my ears and sound pretty good. I mean, I was running, 50-60% volume. There's plenty left over. So the production copy, it has a few changes. It has one noticeable improvement. If you look at the first one, there was just a plastic clip that held the cable in place, and there's a much nicer rubber cable guide with relief. So it not only holds the cable in place, it grabs it over a length with a piece of rubber, split rubber, and so that allows it to bend around a lot without damaging the cable in any way. So that's a good thing for a lot of the people out there who are dancing and jumping and doing things in room scale games where the cable gets pulled on sometimes. One thing you might notice is a lack of something on my production headset. So I got the first one, really liked it. They sent me the second one. The second one had the headphones a little closer. I couldn't get them quite off my ears. They reduced the volume a chunk so that I was trying to keep it off my ears, and it required most of the volume. I was getting up near 90%. And they put something to hold the earphones in place, because the original one was just flopping around. And so they have a rubber gasket that holds the headphone. And because it holds it parallel, I couldn't set an angle on it when I put it down over my ears. Now, I could have cut the rubber off and put some of my wonderful caulk in there, and it would have allowed me to do that. But the bottom line is the width between this metal thing and the speaker was too large to not be rubbing on my ears. And you either want something pressing against your ears or off your ears. You don't want it in between where it's just kind of lightly rubbing, or at least for me, that was kind of an issue. So I, as you can tell, I got a little, I don't know, I'll just say creative. So I modified my my Bigscreen Beyond audio strap and to what you see here. So I initially just took a bandsaw and cut off the audio section before I knew this wasn't my production headset that they had sent me. And then after I found out they were going forward with this, I went ahead and I took a hot knife and I carefully cut the edge down to like just 2-3 millimeters off the edge of the headset, and then I 3D printed a cover for it. And I'll include a link. The cover I got for this, I call it the No Audio Strap cover. Anyway, so if you like, one person on the Beyond forum said that he uses earbuds and he didn't really care about these headphones anyway, and was going to do the same thing. So I decided to share the cover. I printed it on a textured bed, so it has a nice little surface detail there. I think it looks pretty good. They're real light, so they really didn't impact much. So let's let's talk about what happened there. So everybody has their idea of what a perfect headset is. And I found out in a discussion with some people that a number of people pretty much reject any audio solution that comes on a VR head strap. So it didn't matter if it was an Oculus Rift or an Index or a Pimax, whatever. The first thing they do is remove the earphones and use whatever they were using before. Some people like over-the-head headphones, some like wireless IEMs or IEMs like the ones I have. So, so that leads me to thinking about the fact that these are non-serviceable. These headphones are attached permanently. I did not see any way to adjust them. But I'm not sure that's a bad thing, because keep in mind, this is very lightweight. And when I had my, my Index, which I really loved for many years, sure, you could unscrew the headphones, but I had mine jam a little, and the part that failed was the little spring-loaded nubs that maintained the audio connection. So, and that happened to me like 9 months after I got it. So periodically, if I just put it down slightly rough, it would wedge, and I'd have to unscrew with a little Torx wrench, open it up, get in with like a needle and pop the little spring-loaded connector out, and then screw it back down. And I did that for actually a number of years, and it was finally after, it was nearly 4 years into it that I finally got fed up and I ordered a replacement headphone. So in that case, the serviceability actually caused a failure point. So I completely understand why these are non-serviceable and they're built in. They kept it very light. It would add cost and weight to add, screws and bolts and make it serviceable to remove. So, for $129, that's I think they did a good job, mostly because it's in keeping with the form factor of the big screen headset itself. It's light and easy to deal with. So now, I think for most people, if you're comfortable with the headphones resting against your ear, you'll be perfectly fine with the audio strap as it comes. And I'm thinking that's the vast majority of people, based on the reviews of other people who got them, and were perfectly happy with them. So the fact that I wasn't, I'm a big boy. Yeah, if they had done everything I asked them to do, it probably would have raised the cost. And other people might not have wanted that. I was wanting a friction-based earphone adjustment thing where you could set their angle. That would have added likely weight and cost. And I wanted them to adjust a few other things. So the bottom line is they did a good job with it. It's a well-engineered product. And since I've got this, I've kind of got a cake and eat it too situation, where I've got a set that do just sit right off my ears with enough volume to sound adequate at that level. And there are reasons for wanting the headphones on my ears like that instead of IEMs. And let me give you an example. So when I'm wearing these IEMs, they have 37 decibels of sound deadening. And when I'm in game, I'm not going to hear a whole lot with them on. So here's the situation I run into. I'm in game. I'm having a good time, right? I'm killing zombies. I'm shooting things, and I've got my IEMs in, and my wife comes home, and I don't hear her come home. So I'm doing whatever I'm doing. Meanwhile, she's calling for me and I'm not answering. So what happens is she comes creeping up behind me and push. So get a little jump scare. And that's, it's happened a few times. I mean, she doesn't do it to me all the time. It's not like, I'm scared of it happening. But there are times when you want to hear what's going on around you. And with the regular headphones that they've got, you can hear around you. You can hear enough ambient noise to be able to handle the errant cat meowing or dog or child or whatever. Be able to hear if somebody came in a room saying, "Daddy, I need something," or whatever. At any rate, so I mean, I do think they're there are a lot of uses for having the headphones like that. And I also get the fact that they didn't make them serviceable so they keep the weight light. For what it's worth, the weight is even lighter when I cut them off, and these IEMs weigh less than, well, I mean, there's some metal in there and adjustment springs and so forth. I think this whole thing with my IEMs came in at about $268. That's for the headset, cushion, the entire head strap, and my IEMs in the Zoomy. So not too bad. I think this one comes out a little over $300 with the built-in speakers. Obviously with the IEMs, they're anchored to my ears, so that doesn't impact anything moving. So, you know, I'm okay. I've got both of these, and I think everyone's going to enjoy these when they get out. So this is very comfortable. And once again, you've got two pieces of functionality here. You've got the fact that it's offering you a rigid mount for your headset, which is the big thing in my estimate. This reduces the pressure on your face dramatically. And as I mentioned in my first video, with this strap in place, I feel like I could just wear this all day long without having any fatigue from pressure. Whereas with the spring load, or with the stretchy elastic strap that came with it, after a number of hours, you know, a couple hours or so, I'd start feeling a little bit from the pressure, but I mean, it was still fine. But this is just, it's another jump in comfort. So as a head strap alone, this thing I think is worth getting, even if you don't want the audio solution. And for those of you, like I said, who decide you don't want it, and you know, you decide to take matters into your own hands, you can download these little caps for free on Thingiverse. Like I said, I'll have links below. And you know, that's really about all I have to say about this. I mean, it works, it's comfortable, it's got great strain relief on the cable, and it's going to be shipping soon. So hopefully everyone will enjoy those. That's it.